Welcome. Welcome to Thoughts Roundup. I don't have any notes. I just want to talk. I just want to talk to you. I'm going to talk to you about dipping vats. Now, unless you're probably 75 or 80, or at least 80 to 85, you won't know what I'm talking about. So that's why I'm going to tell you. Now, Louis L'Amour, he talked about a lot of cow drives and cattle drives and how that they had this man here on the ride flank and this one ride here and ride there, and even had a man ride drag. Now the man that rode drag, he had to be sure that all of them kept going, and he had to eat the dust all day from the cow's feet. And that was kind of an organized thing, that you had a particular job on a cattle drive. Well, back in the woods where I was raised, many years ago when I was a boy, all of a sudden cows got ticks and poisonous ticks, and they were getting sick. And I remember there was something called undulant fever that people got. They said it was from drinking cow's milk that had this germ or problem in it. Now in Louisiana you didn't have counties, you had parishes. That was the Catholic influence of the state, I'm sure. And so you had parishes. Well, it got to the place that this was spreading, I guess, across the country, and they had to do something with everybody's cows. And so the state went in and the parish and built a vat. They filled it with water and a solution to kill out the ticks and so forth. And they had a place to go down into it, and the cows would be completely submerged, and they would either walk on the bottom or swim across and get to the front and go up and back out. What they didn't realize, they had been what was called dipped. The common saying was, have you had your cows dipped yet? Well, I can remember as a little boy, it wasn't the Louis L'Amour type cattle drive. It was the poor man's cattle drive. It was the farmer's cattle drive. They just had big old long switches. And the farmers walked along and they kept their cows moving. And there would be a time that for their cows to go. And so they'd just hold them there. And then, okay, it's your time. Farmer Brown, it's your time. And the cows would go down in there. You'd force them down in there. And then they'd have to go in and go under. And I can remember those cows going totally under the water and walking out the other end. The dipping vat. The dipping vat was not used all the years. It was just used till it got the cows taken care of, and the diseases and the ticks were killed out. And so but the dipping vats remained. They stayed. I could still take you to the place pretty close. And the old vat might be there. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you what. That became a landmark. Well, you know, not far from the dipping vat over there. Joe Branks lives right on up from the dipping vat. Bronson Marler lives right below the dipping vat, about half a mile, 3/4, whatever. And yeah, as you're going towards the Camp 8 Church and the Otis Post Office, look to the left up there at a certain place, and you'll see the dipping vat. Well, now that's something you didn't know. That's something that you would have never known, probably. I just wonder, could you Google dipping vats? Most everything is on Google, you know. I just wonder. Dipping vats. Dipping vats. God bless you. You never know what you're going to hear when you get on Thoughts Roundup. God bless you.